Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my team selection and any transfers that I'm thinking of making for game week 18. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment, what is your game week 18 team looking like, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, my game week actually took a turn in the right direction after some big point hauls from Kepa and Rashford last night. They brought 23 points in between them. James bringing in a point. Really unfortunate to pick up that injury again. Also on the 52nd minute as well. I wouldn't have been as annoyed if he got the clean sheet, because that would have at least been like another 5 points there. But yeah, just another massive issue that I have to sort myself out with. Again, after one game week, I've got so many problems already, like James and Wilson already massive situations that I need to kind of sort out. I do still have Cancelo, De Bruyne and Haaland to play tonight. Obviously Haaland doesn't really matter because everyone's captained him. De Bruyne I really need something from. I think I need, like, because I'm on 57 points because obviously Andreas Pereira is coming on for Wilson. So I think as long as De Bruyne like scores or gets a couple of assists, I think I'm actually on a green arrow. I think I checked. I'm on like rank 67k. And obviously I started game week 17 on rank 51k. So as long as I get something from De Bruyne tonight, we should be okay. Yeah, obviously if Haaland scores, it doesn't really matter. And then Cancelo, I mean, a few people did get rid of Cancelo as well, so I wouldn't mind a return from him either. Just need it to be like a big old 4-0 win for City tonight, with De Bruyne on the score sheet, Haaland on the score sheet, and Cancelo on the score sheet. That would be absolutely perfection. Probably not going to happen, but either way, that is how my current game week 17 is going. And tomorrow we'll see how many points I actually finish on, see if I can get that green arrow. But all in all, it's not been like a terrible week. Like, I've only had James and Darwin Núñez and Andreas Pereira that haven't returned, but it's just because of all the players that I don't own have also returned quite a lot, like Salah. You've got Mitrovic as well. You have who else? There's Saka as well. Like, all these players, Kane as well, that I don't own, that have all returned. So it's actually been quite a healthy game week in terms of returns. It's just really unfortunate that all the players I don't own have also returned as well. But either way, that's my game week 17 score at the moment. 3 players left to play with Andreas Pereira coming off the bench. Let's move on to my team selection for game week 18. In goal, of course, I'm keeping Kepa. Really happy that he was fine, because that would have been another issue that I would have had to sort out. But yeah, Kepa, Forest away. Really nice fixture there for Chelsea, which is again really unfortunate that James isn't playing. But either way, Kepa is going to be in goal for me for this game week. It'd be crazy not to be. So yeah, don't really need to talk too much about that. The back line consists of Trippier, Cancelo and White. Obviously Trippier I was always going to play. Cancelo I'm going to play. And then White, I would have originally played James there, but obviously James is injured, so I'm going to have to play White. I mean, Brighton away isn't the worst fixture for White, so I'm not like too worried about that. Hopefully there's a clean sheet potential in that game, but I would have felt a little bit more better about James playing instead. But either way, I'm not like gonna turn my nose up at that back line. I think it's still a pretty nice back line. So yeah, the midfield consists of Rashford, who's got Wolves away, De Bruyne, who's got Everton at home, Almiron, who's got Leeds at home, and then Martinelli, who's got Brighton away. Again, really like that midfield as well. Rashford, I think, is just gonna keep getting better. And yeah, that Wolves fixture is really nice for Rashford. Wolves do not look good at the moment. I know they picked up 3 points in that last minute winner at the weekend, but either way, you know, I think Rashford can still be really explosive. And then De Bruyne at home to Everton. Everton have been awful. I'm really expecting big points here from that City, that City like kind of attack and defense and stuff. Almiron at home to Leeds. Again, really happy about that I've got like Newcastle players targeting Leeds, especially at home. And then yeah, Martinelli away at Brighton. I'm fine with playing him as well. And then up top, I currently have Darwin Núñez, who's got Leicester at home, Haaland, who's obviously going to be my captain, who's got Everton at home, and then I'm also playing Wilson as well, who's got Leeds at home. But again, I will have to wait for press conferences and see what happens there. We've already heard a few things from Eddie Howe that says like Wilson should be fine for Leeds, but he also has to like build his immune system up and get basically like not things that you would have wanted to have heard as a Wilson owner. So I do need to get rid of Wilson. I mean, the thing is, if it was fine for Leeds, I just don't know like what I'd really do with him, because his fixtures are actually really nice after the Arsenal game. He's still got Fulham, Crystal Palace, West Ham and Bournemouth, and you know, having triple Newcastle, like, I'm absolutely fine with, because Newcastle just can't stop scoring. It's just really like, I've owned him twice this season and he's been ill in both games. And then I captained him in another game week and he came off at half time. So out of all the points that I could have got from Wilson, I got 2, which is when I captained him, and he got 1 point, which obviously was doubled. So Wilson has not rewarded me at all by keeping faith in him. So potentially I could get rid of him this week, but I'll talk about that in the transfers later. I could also play Andreas Pereira, who's got Southampton at home. Southampton currently sitting bottom of the Premier League table, do not look good at the moment. So yeah, Fulham could easily win that game. And then also Patterson on the bench as well, City away. James not going to be playing, and then Ward away at Liverpool. So let's move on to my transfers and kind of the situation that I'm currently in right now. So I've got 1.8 mil in the bank, which is really nice. I'm going to be losing a bit of money this week, though, because James and Wilson are probably both going to go down in price, especially if I hold them. So I've got enough money in the bank for it to not really be a massive issue, but at the same time, it's not nice losing 0.2 million straight after you've like wildcarded. It's just really unlucky. But again, this is the game that we play, and it's just the situation I'm in right now. So I don't know what really to do, whether to tackle the James situation or the Wilson situation, because with Wilson, I could easily bring in like Havertz, who played really well, got like 2 big chances in the Bournemouth game, and again would have him for the double as long as he keeps his place, and Aubameyang doesn't take it off him. But again, I'm not really sure. I feel like I need to wait one more game week just to kind of see what the situation is with Havertz. If he plays another 90 against Forest, then I potentially could bring him in on the double, but do I really want to miss him out on that Forest game, because obviously Forest is just, as much as I don't want to say it as a Forest fan, we are really poor at the moment. And so getting in a player that can attack that Forest kind of weakness is pretty nice. And again, I do want multiple doubles, but again, at the same time, I've got Reece James. Do I bring in another Chelsea defender there? Could bring in like Koulibaly, Cucurella as well. Could be another option. Azpilicueta as well, like depending on how long Reece James is out for, like Azpi could also be an option as well, because I do want a few Chelsea players for that double up. I know they've got the City game, so it's not really a massive situation, but if I bring in Mitrovic for the double, I have like Mitrovic against Chelsea, so it's just kind of like it's just the situation where you've got an attacker playing 2 defenders, because I've obviously got Kepa as well. So yeah, honestly, no idea what to do. Like, I feel like I should probably target a double player. It's just whether I bring in Mitrovic or Cucurella, or you know, I could even bring Martial in, but I don't really see the point of that, because I may as well have Mitrovic for the double. But at the same time, if Mitrovic gets a yellow card in game week 18, then he's gonna miss one of the games in game week 19, and then he's only got Chelsea. So it's just kind of, I have to take a bit of a risk here, and I know whatever decision I make is going to be the wrong one. Like, if I bring Mitrovic in, he's going to get carded. Like, I know that. And then if I don't bring him in, he's going to score like another 15 points and then be good to go for the double. I just kind of need to wait for press conferences. Like, in a perfect world, I would just roll the transfer this week. I would keep Wilson for Leeds at home if Wilson was fine. Like, if Wilson's fine in the press conference, I'm not going to be bringing in Mitrovic, because there's no reason to waste a transfer to do that, because then I can just safely bring in Mitrovic next week. So if Eddie Howe's like, yeah, he's going to start, he's fine, that's what I need to hear from the press conference. But I know without a doubt he's going to be like, he should be good for Leeds, and he probably just won't start him, and that's just not going to be a great thing to hear. And then also with James, I think I need a little bit more kind of information about him as well. Like, if James, it's very unlikely, but if he's only out for 1 week, then I'd obviously just keep him for the double. That's very unlikely to happen. I'd probably just have to target a different Chelsea player to sort of bring in. And again, we need these other doubles to be announced as well, because then I can properly like sort my team out to kind of attack those doubles. Like there's Brighton as well that could potentially be doubling, even tripling 1 week. And obviously I'd want to bring in like, I don't know, a Dunk as well as a Trossard as well, and stuff like that. So again, these doubles need to get announced so I can properly sort out my team for those. But yeah, as of right now, in a bit of a sticky situation. I feel like I've been very hard done by having 2 like injuries / players out basically after a wild card. I've been very unlucky there. Again, the only reason I went for Wilson was because Mitrovic was a doubt. If Marco Silva came out and said that Mitrovic was fine, I would have gone Mitrovic over Wilson, like obviously, because then it saves me a transfer down the line, and I've got the player with a double straight off the bat. So yeah, kind of blaming Marco Silva for that one. So now I've got the Wilson situation to deal with, and then James as well. So yeah, need to wait for press conference news. I'll probably do a final team selection video on Friday, maybe, when we hear press conference news and stuff, and I can properly sort my team out. Either way, though, that's going to be everything for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Leave a comment. What is your Game Week 18 team looking like as of right now? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.